It's not enough that masks didn't work. It's not enough that he knew since February that COVID 19 was lethal, that COVID 19 was no flu, that COVID 19 didn't only infect the old elderly, but also the young and many others. It was not enough that his administration did nothing to ensure that we had PPEs. It's not enough that his administration didn't do all the things that are necessary that could have saved hundreds of thousands of lives. It's not enough that he was completely incompetent, not because he didn't have the support of a federal government that was ready to aid him, but that he didn't want to do it. That sort of that's a certain type of evil that is hard to see. And when he gets the infection, and as much as he tried to isolate himself from everybody, while he allowed them to mingle together, to be in close quarters, all those that are going to be close to him had to be tested. But in his ultimate wisdom or lack thereof, he didn't realize that tests are instantaneous, that these are just for the instant in time, that the test that was done every day, those quick tests, has a margin of error of 30 to 50% false negatives, and that some people that tested negative and was in his presence was probably possibly infecting him. That those people or things that he did with all those rallies with thousands of people, when you calculate just that accidental touch, that accidental flow, that it was likely this incompetent president would get ill. And now that he's in the hospital, he still wants to somehow take advantage and make this COVID experience of himself a reality show. And what do we get out of that? Oh, a parade out of that. You know, I've been told by more than one member, Egberto, stop concentrating on the president and work on what do we need to do to make things better. What we need to do to make things better is to get rid of this president. But the only way we get rid of this president in a landslide is for people not to listen to his words, but them to understand and see how bad, how dangerous this man is. This man potentially is infecting everyone in that SUV. Because you know what? That SUV is sealed. The airflow in that SUV, it is sealed. It is ensured that the outside elements don't get in. Let me tell you, all those people in that van likely have to be quarantined because they had a COVID-infected president, an irresponsible COVID-infected president in that SUV with them. But he wanted to give his show. He wanted to put on the show. He did a quick Twitter video, and then he ends the Twitter video with, "Isn't this lovely? This is a lovely experience," or something of that nature. Folks, we have a kindergartner for a president. Somebody with very limited intellect. Somebody with no social skills. Somebody who really does not mind hurting other people for immediate gratification, and always in need of looking for that next level of gratification, just like a cocaine addict or otherwise. We have got to get rid of this president, and we cannot do it fast enough. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.